Advanced transcription number 13, speed 100 words per minute. Start. Thank you, respected chairperson, madam, for allowing me to express my views in this august house today. 65 years have passed since India has attained independence, but the country is still plagued by hunger, poverty, and malnutrition. We know that 1/4 of the hunger stricken people of the world stay in India. Have we been able to reach our desired goal? Why, even after so many years of independence, 70% of the population cannot spend even rupees 20 per day? Why, from 1999 to 2011, as per the reports of National Crime Records Bureau, more than 290,000 farmers have committed suicide. 70% of the population is deprived of food, medical treatment, and shelter. Today, the rate of inflation is 6%. Where are we heading for? What kind of a country is this? Naturally, these questions haunt us. Today, the burning problem is price rise, particularly of essential commodities. Prices are shooting through the roof. The government is indifferent. What is the reason behind this price rise? In the 90s, when the government adopted the neoliberal economy, it paved the way for rise in prices. So, the economic policy is responsible for this kind of unchecked price escalation. The main characteristic of this government is the price rise of all essential commodities. The common people are facing great difficulties due to this. The government is not playing its role properly and is doing nothing to ease the situation. Universal public distribution system can be an effective tool in controlling prices. Through this system, food grains and 14 other essential commodities can be distributed among the countrymen. But the central government is doing nothing in this direction. In fact, it is trying to do away with PDS together. Secondly, the forward or future trading, which has been allowed in the commodity market, should be immediately banned. But the government is not ready for that. Instead, it is offering ridiculous justifications. It says that price is increasing because the MSP given to the farmers have increased, or because purchasing power of people has increased. This is a cruel joke on the plight of common men. These justifications are shameless instances of cheating the people. In the year 2011, the MSP of paddy was rupees 1080 per quintal, but in the open market, the price was more than rupees 24 per kilogram. Minimum support price of wheat was rupees 1120 per quintal, whereas it was more than rupees 20 per kilogram in the open market. When price of pulses in the open market was rupees 60 to rupees 100, the MSP was only rupees 30. Honorable Prime Minister reasoned that since the income of people has increased due to economic growth, price has also increased. I think this is unacceptable. Who is gaining from economic development? Workers, laborers are still in the same quagmire. Due to the policies of the government, factories are being shut down, lakhs of workers are losing their jobs. On one hand, there is growth, and on the other, the number of contract laborers is rising. Their wages are low and they don't get any other benefits. 94% of the laborers are from the unorganized sector. But the government is not taking any steps to help them. Things have come to such a pass that if immediate action is not taken, then by the end of the year 2013, there will be steep price rise at the international level. Already world organizations have warned us in this regard. But Government of India is still unfazed. Honorable President of India has touched upon the issue of price rise in his address to the joint session of Parliament as a passing remark. Inflation is easing gradually, but it is still a problem. Only this has been mentioned. The World Bank accepts the reality of high cost of food grains and they are issuing warnings. Food and Agriculture Organization says that though the rate of inflation in food grains has come down in the end of 2012, but that too was the highest in recent past. The stock of cereal is also not very reassuring. The nature of land has undergone transformation. State investment on agriculture has come down and speculative trade has increased. This is the case both in India as well as many other developed countries. The nature of land is changing in the entire world. In USA, Russia, Ukraine, etc., wheat production has dwindled due to drought. Therefore, cost of food grains is rising. On the other hand, in USA and Europe, in order to promote biofuel, the nature of land is undergoing change. The capitalists are purchasing lands in the African countries for biofuel. This will trigger severe food crisis in the world. Sir, the bill gives ample opportunity to the children who are employed in the agriculture sector, especially for the purpose of getting more wages, because wages as defined under the Minimum Wages Act will apply in this case also. On the whole, we find this bill as a social legislation which actually gives benefit to the children who have been exploited by the employers in various fields. The last point I would like to make is with regard to safety measures and health conditions. The Honorable Minister has given these items under the general category as has been given in the Factories Act and said that the same measures would apply here also. But I would like to suggest that the Child Labour Bill 1986 should have a separate clause dealing with safety measures and health conditions which can be enforced effectively by the authorities concerned. I hope our Honorable Minister would consider this proposal for effective implementation of this bill. Sir, when one sees the estimates of the railways, one feels that the estimates are too much in regard to the foreign exchange component. I should congratulate the Railway Ministry for having spent less than the estimated amounts. But, sir, efficiency does not mean more expenditure.